Hello guys, how are you doing? I hope your preparation is going well. And to enhance your preparation even further, I'm here with my team. This is the team of Unacademy Studios Bridge, which keeps bringing the learning sessions every single day for you to enhance and to enrich your preparation. And I'm Marut Tiwari. I did my master's from IIT Kharagpur, and I've been a topper there, and I've cracked GATE for multiple times. And I'm also an author of the book GATE in 75 Days, which is one of the best sellers, in the GATE segment. In that book, I have beautifully divided entire GATE syllabus into 75 days doable modules. You can follow me on Unacademy Learning app at marutlife-4661. And you should follow me to get continuous updates regarding all my free special classes and regarding all my Unacademy Plus courses that I'm going to launch. So today we are continuing from the previous session. We are going to discuss about further questions of complex stress, further problems, GATE problems based on complex stress. But before we do that, you must know that there are number of advantages in directing your preparation, GATE preparation or ESC preparation through Unacademy Learning app. Why? Well, I can tell you so many reasons. For example, you'll have flexible schedule, you'll have language of your choice, you'll have an opportunity to watch the sessions as many times as you can, as many times as you wish, and then you can chat with me, you can chat with the teacher. Whenever you are attending my live session, you can directly ask anything, and then you can participate in the interactive polls, and you can learn anytime and anywhere. You can learn anytime and anywhere. All right. There are a number of packages. You can go for yearly package and you can go for 2 yearly package. But before subscribing, make sure that you use my code MTLive. You use my code MTLive to get 10% additional discount. All right. So for example, if you use my code, then 1 year subscription will be available to you at just 22,500 rupees. At just 22,500 rupees, it will be available to you. And 2 year package will be available to you not at 40,000, but at just 36,000. So those my friends who are preparing for GATE 2021 and who are preparing for GATE 2022, there is nothing better than this. Believe me, there is nothing better than this. Particularly to my South Indian friends, I must tell you that I'm gonna teach all these 5 subjects on Unacademy Plus in English: mechanics, SOM, theory of machines, machine design, and FM. Additional, I can give you so many reasons, but let me give you these 3 important reasons that why you should do the preparation using my code MTLive, why you should do the subscription using my code, because I'm going to teach live these 5 subjects on GATE and ESC, both the platforms: mechanics, SOM, TOM, MD, and FM. Number 1. Number 2, if you're going to subscribe using my code MTLive, then I'm going to be your mentor. I'm going to be your guide, personal guide. For your personal queries, I'll be available always. So I'm going to be your personal mentor. I'm going to be your personal guide for 1 complete year. I'll be available on 1 call. You can ask, you can raise your concern to me, directly to me. Okay. So that is the biggest advantage apart from 10% additional discount. Then there is nothing to think. Go ahead, install the Unacademy Learning app and then choose GATE or ESC as your goal, and then go for any convenient package. And before subscribing, don't forget to use my code MTLive, because I tell you again that if you use my code, then not only you're going to get 10% discount, but you're also going to get my personal guidance until your exam. Whether you are preparing for GATE or you are preparing for ESE or you are preparing for other PSUs. Okay, so make sure that you use the code MTLive before subscribing. Now coming to the topic. We've already, if you have watched previous session, we have already discussed about all this. If you have watched previous sessions, we have already discussed about all this. Stress transformation, and then we discussed about principal stress, then we discussed about maximum shear stress, and then we solved number of problems based on 1 mark. Then we solved number of problems based on 1 mark. Now is the time we'll go ahead and try solving 2 marks problems. Now is the time we'll go ahead and try solving 2 marks problems. For example, and by the way, if you have not watched the previous session, if you have not already completed the previous session, then I would recommend you to first complete that session and then come back to this session. Because, why? Because I have already described these things, these concepts, these transformation equations, and principal stresses and maximum shear stress. All these things I have discussed in the previous session. Okay, so let us continue this journey. Let us continue this journey. 2001 2 marks problem, where you have sigma x and sigma y and tau xy all equal to sigma, sigma, sigma. They are asking maximum principal stress. They are asking maximum principal stress. This is very challenging problem because maximum principal stress is sigma average plus r, and sigma average is nothing but sigma x plus sigma y by 2, and r is nothing but sigma x minus sigma y by 2 whole square plus tau xy square. Sir, sigma x is sigma, sigma y is sigma, sigma x is sigma, sigma y is sigma, and even tau xy is sigma. Sigma plus sigma divided by 2 is sigma, and this sigma and sigma, they will kill each other. This is another sigma. So you get sigma plus sigma, which is 2 sigma, and you get 2 marks. Very easy. Very simple. Have a look at the next problem. Now this is a typical problem, and I think we should solve it after solving other problems. Let me take this 2007 problem after I'm done with other problems. Okay. As of now, we have a solid circular shaft. I'm saying it again. Okay. I'll come back to this problem, this 2007 problem, after we are done with other problems. So here we have this 2008 problem. Read the problem first. Solid circular shaft of dia 100 mm is subjected to an axial stress 50 megapascal. And then there is a torque 10 kilonewton meter. What is the maximum principal stress? Okay, 100 mm dia and torque 10 kilonewton meter. 100 mm dia, the shaft has got 100 mm dia and it is subjected to 50 megapascal axial stress. Now this is not the load, this is stress directly given to you. Apart from it, it is subjected to some torsional loading. So due to this axial stress, what will be available? Due to this axial stress, what will be available? Obviously axial stress will cause axial stress. Axial stress will cause axial stress only. Due to torsional loading, what will be available? Due to torsional loading, some tau will be available, isn't it? Due to torsional loading, some tau will be available, This is gonna be 16t by pi d cube. T is given to you as 10 into 10 power 6 and dia is given to you as 100. Dia is given to you as 100. We get the tau xy value due to torsional loading. As 50.92. As 50.92. So now we know sigma x was directly given, sigma y is not even present, and tau xy value is 50.92 megapascal. Is it any more a challenge to calculate principal stress values, you tell me? Is it a challenge here? Sir, this is a formula based problem. This is now a formula based problem because you know major principal stress is sigma average plus R. Major principal stress is sigma average plus R, and sigma average is sigma x plus sigma y by 2. R is what? R is sigma x minus sigma y by 2 whole square plus tau xy square. So this is gonna be 50 minus 0 divided by 2, which is 25 square root over the answer plus 25, 81.73. Major principal stress, you get 81.73 megapascal, which is nothing but second option. Second option is the correct option. This was a 2 marks problem asked in 2008. Here we have, okay, this is the problem they asked based on Mohr circle. So Mohr circle, we'll deal with Mohr's circle later. We'll deal with Mohr's circle later. As of now, let us try solving this 2007 problem. But before we try doing this, I'll have to have some free pages here. Alright, so we are here to the question. This is a 2007 problem that they asked for 2 marks and 2 marks. I mean 2 plus 2, 4 marks. This is a 2007 problem, and let me describe the problem separately to you. Let me describe the problem separately to you. The problem is something like this. The problem is something like this, that you have a column. You have a column and you have a column, and that column is then having a horizontal arm. That column is having a vertical arm and a horizontal arm, something like this. And I mean, it's given in different orientation here, and I'm drawing it in a different orientation. And the vertical arm is 300 mm. Vertical arm of the column is 300 mm, and the horizontal arm of the column is 600 mm. 600 or 500? I believe 500. I believe 500 mm, and 600 is the force. 600 Newton is the force that we are applying at the tip of the horizontal arm. 600 Newton is the force that we are applying at the tip of the horizontal arm. Okay, this is what we have. This is what we have. Okay, and 30 mm is the dia of the column that is given to you. 30 mm is the dia of the column that is given to you. I'm going to solve this problem, smoothly, easily, by taking some time, because this is a little typical problem. This is a typical problem. Now, first of all, you should understand that that 600 Newton force is not an inclined force. That 600 Newton force is not an inclined force. That 600 Newton force is a horizontal force, okay? That 600 Newton force is a horizontal force acting into the board. Like if I'm the column and I'm the vertical arm of the column and my hand is representing the horizontal arm of the column, then this pen is representing this pen, or maybe this clicker here, because this will be visible. So this clicker here is representing that 600 Newton force. It's a horizontal force acting at the tip of the horizontal arm of the column, okay? And you must transfer it to the centroid of the vertical part of the column. And once you transfer it, you'll get two things. You'll get 600 and you'll get 600 into 500. 600 into 500 is 3 into 10 raised to 5. Now this 3 into 10 raised to 5 is representing what? This 3 into 10 raised to 5 is very clearly representing some twisting moment. 3 into 10 raised to 5 is very clearly representing some twisting moment. And twisting moment will be responsible for which kind of a stress? In this vertical part of the column, there is some twisting moment, okay? Because of this 600, imagine this vertical part as a bolt. And imagine this horizontal part of the column as a wrench. Imagine this vertical part of the column as a bolt. And then imagine this horizontal part of the column as a wrench. And then apply that wrench and you will have that twisting effect available in the bolt. So that twisting effect is available very clearly. And twisting ki wajah se kya aayega? What will be the effect of the twisting? The effect of the twisting will be tau. Some tau will develop due to twisting, and the tau will be equal to 16t by pi d cube. If you put this twisting moment value and if you put dia is equal to 30 mm, so you already know that twisting moment value is 3 into 10 raised to 5 and dia value is known to you 30 mm. So this value you'll get as 56.6. I suppose you'll get this value as 56.6 megapascal. This is due to twisting. But not only the twisting is present in that vertical part of the column, there is some more load present. What is that some more load? That some more load is, now you imagine 600 at the top of the column. Now you imagine 600 at the top of the column, and the column will be visible to you bending inward towards the board. The column will be visible to you bending inward towards the board. So there is some bending effect also available, and that bending effect is very clearly going to be 600 into 300, which is nothing but 1.8 into 10 raised to 5 Newton mm. Due to bending, what will happen? Due to bending, some sigma will happen. They are talking about this point here. They are talking about in the question, they are saying that you need to calculate everything at this point that I'm shading right now. So due to bending, some sigma will happen, and that sigma is gonna be 32 m by pi d cube. M again is known to you and d again is known to you. M again is known to you and d is known to you. So you can put them here, and if you put them here, you'll get 67.9 megapascal. So first option is the correct option. First option is the correct one. That normal stress is 67.9 and shear stress is 56.6. That is not a typical part. The first part is not a typical part. We know that bending is there because bending is towards the board. Bending board ke andar ho raha hai. Bending is happening inside the board. Therefore, it will create some it will create some tensile effect here, and that tensile effect is 67.9, and some shear stress is also there, and that shear stress is 56.6, isn't it? So now we know the state of stress. In the next part, they are asking principal stresses and principal planes. We have 67.9 as the tensile effect due to bending, and we have 56.6 as the shear stress. Let us go ahead and try calculating the principal planes. Let us go ahead and try calculating the principal planes. Principal planes are gonna be tau xy divided by sigma x minus sigma y by 2. So tau xy value is 56.6 and sigma x is not even present here. Sigma y is 67.9. If you solve this, you will get minus 30.52, I suppose. Minus 32. Yes. No, I'm sorry. You'll get principal plane angle minus 29.52. If you solve this, you'll get minus 29.52 degrees. Because you know some normal stress is there and some shear stress is there. So due to that normal stress and shear stress, you can easily calculate the angle of the principal plane. Now minus sign represents that you'll have to change it in clockwise sense. Minus sign means that this is a clockwise angle, okay? This is a clockwise angle. What about the second principal plane? The second principal plane will be available at theta star plus 90 degree. Theta star plus 90 degree, and this is going to be, this is 90 and plus, so this is going to be 58, because no, 60 something, no? So the second principal plane will be available at theta star plus 90 degree, and this is going to be 60.48. This is going to be 60.48 degrees. Now you know both the principal planes. One principal plane is available clockwise and second principal plane is available anti-clockwise, because this is positive, so this will become anti-clockwise. Okay, this will become anti-clockwise 60.48 degrees. All right, 60.48 degrees. This is what you're going to get. Now what about the principal stresses? Principal planes are known to you. One is at 29.52, one is at 29.52, another is at 60.48. One is at 29.52, another is at 60.48. What about the major principal stress? Now they are asking maximum principal stress, okay? Now naturally, even without calculating, you can figure out that out of minus 32 and 100, naturally 100 is maximum principal stress, but let us calculate it. Let us calculate it just for our satisfaction. Let us calculate. Major principal stress is gonna be sigma average plus R, and sigma average is gonna be sigma x plus sigma y by 2, and R is going to be sigma x minus sigma y by 2 whole square, sigma x minus sigma y by 2 whole square plus tau xy square. Now, if you put sigma x as 67.9, sigma x is 0 and sigma y is 67.9, and once again sigma x is 0, sigma y is 67.9, and if you put tau xy value as 56.6, then my dear friends, you're going to get roughly around 100. You'll get 99 point something, but it's okay. You can write as 100 megapascal. Now the bigger question is not that what is the principal stress value. The bigger question is that whether this 100 megapascal is available at 29.52 degrees plane or at 60.48 degrees plane, because 100 is available in two options. 100 is available in two options. 100 megapascal is available here and 100 megapascal is available here. So now the bigger question is that whether this 100 megapascal will be available at 60 degree plane or minus 29 degree plane. Which plane? This 100 megapascal is the maximum principal stress, okay? But whether it will be available at 60 degree plane or 29 degree plane, this is the main final question. So sir, I'm going to tell you a trick to figure out that whether this 100 megapascal will be available at 60 degree plane or 29 degree plane. 100 is what? 100, this 100 major principal stresses, tensile or compressive? You think about it. This 100 major principal stress that we have obtained here is tensile or compressive. This is very clearly tensile, isn't it? This is very clearly tensile. And where is the tensile effect? Tensile effect is available in y direction. Tensile effect is available in y direction. And another tensile effect is available at diagonal. Another tensile effect is available at diagonal. Sir, one tensile effect is available in y direction and another tensile effect is available at diagonal due to shear. So naturally, resultant tensile effect will be available somewhere in between these two, and therefore resultant tensile effect should be available somewhere in between these two values. Congratulations, we declare that this 100 value is available at 60.48 degrees, and therefore B is the correct one. B is the correct one. I hope you enjoyed watching this session, and I hope that you are learning something new day by day, and I hope that I'm able to positively contribute something in your learning. Thank you very much for staying tuned, and thank you very much for staying connected to me, and thank you so very much for having your faith in me. And if you put your faith in me even further, I can take you to the ultimate destination of under 100 rank in GATE, and I can take you to ultimate qualification of engineering services exam if you subscribe using my code MTLive to get 10% additional discount on Unacademy Learning app. Not only you'll get 10% additional discount, but you'll also get my personal guidance. If you will use the code MTLive, then it's like taking admission in my personal tuition center. Okay, it's like on Unacademy you're going to get personal guidance and you're going to get personal mentorship for one complete year. I'm anyway going to teach live on Unacademy these 5 subjects: mechanics, SOM, TOM, MD and FM. But apart from teaching these 5 subjects, if you subscribe using my code, then you're going to be the student, the scholar directly under me. I'm going to personally mentor you for 1 year. I'm going to track your progress. I'm going to track your tests. I'm going to track every single thing, every single progress with your preparation. So if you are preparing for GATE 2021, this is the deal that you can't refuse. Subscribe for 1 year package. with my code MT Live. Thank you very much. Let's crack it.